And it's been too long since I've done one of these. As you can see, I'm standing up for this one because I'm excited, or because it was a slightly better camera angle.
Filmmaking.
So film classes started with a bunch of intro stuff. That basically consisted of watching a lot of old-timey, historical Czech films that are supposed to be important to the something.
It was so fun.
Oh my god, it was so boring. Some of the films were kind of okay, they had coherent plot and good dialogue and all that, but a lot of them were that weird kind of film with discontinuity editing. If you've seen the film Breathless or Battleship Potemkin, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, then you have no idea how lucky you are. These films were so weird and metaphorical, and there was no real plot, it was just a bunch of things happening and meant something, sort of, maybe. I'm sure I'm probably missing something, but from my perspective, I just don't get it. After a week of intro stuff, we went to a town called Czech, which had a lot of cool stuff. There was this house of mirrors that we went to that was awesome. You can't tell where any of the walls are, and you're just walking around and you see other people and you think they might be real, but then you try to touch them and they're just a mirror. And you just find yourself asking questions like, who am I? And does my nose really look that big from the side? This last week was really cool too. We had a lot of classes and electives, script analysis, directing, editing, camera technology. It was all really cool. One thing we learned about was framing a shot and how what's just as important as what's in the shot is what's outside of it. Like if I go like this.
What? No! What are you doing here?
Now you're thinking about what's going on over there, and because you can't actually see it, you're actually more interested. Spoiler alert, it was a butt. There's a butt over there. Some of the classes are a little too theoretical for me, and they're seems like very subjective. They're not really teaching me anything that I feel like objectively is gonna help me. But hopefully the things I learn will get a little more practical as time goes on. What's great is that I can actually audit almost all of the electives that they offer. This is especially awesome since I'm not a film major, I'm a psychology major, which means none of the classes I'm taking right now actually count for anything.
Psychology.
So I'm totally free to take any classes that just seem interesting. I don't have to worry about getting the right amount of credits. I don't have to be super preoccupied with getting good grades, so I can just focus on actually going to class and trying to learn things, which is awesome. Finally, there's the main thing we're doing this semester, which is making a short 5 to 10 minute film. First, we were each coming up with our own idea for the film and then pitching it to the professors. Mine was a weird sort of dark comedy about suicide. I am so deep. But that idea ultimately fell through. We were supposed to form groups with other students in the program and then decide together which of our films we wanted to actually make. I didn't really like the idea of one person getting to make the film that they wanted and then everyone else sort of just reluctantly following along because they had to. So I formed a group of 2 with a guy named Nathan, pictured here with a cool mustache, and the 2 of us together came up with an idea that we thought we'd both want to make. Right now our idea is a really weird thing with time travel and assassination and pizza, but more on that later. Fart sound.